Hey everybody, this is Mike. Just wanted to check in. I have just finished my first week or the Fast Five, and just wanted to give you the updated results. During this first week, pretty excited and happy. Not necessarily surprised, but I've lost 10 pounds. So I started off at just under 253. I think it was 252.6. When I stepped on the scale this morning or yesterday morning, I was 243. First week. Let me go back for a second. Once again, the reason I'm doing this, and my name, Mike the Average Guy. I'm just like you and me. I'm not a professional athlete. I'm not a somebody that's getting paid all kind of money to tell my story so I make it happen. I'm me. I have the same divorce, single dad, stressful job, the same thing that everybody else has. Hey, I don't have any time to do anything. So on my journey, I guess I'm there to hopefully motivate, even if it's just one person who does see the results, because I know for me, that is something. When I went out there to YouTube, I was looking, I like to see the before and the after, the weekly updates, to see how that weight is coming off. It's not going to be something that comes off in 4 weeks or 8 weeks. It's going to come off, but it's taken how many years for me and you to gain the weight that we are in. And as we know, being heavier has a lot of just on self-esteem. You're not as comfortable with yourself as you were before. So let me go back. First week, I really pushed myself to exercise. I think I did every day, but almost every day. Yesterday, I felt the best. I'm telling you, when you start exercising, whether just walking is fine. I used to be a runner. Yesterday was the best that I did, and I really pushed myself. I actually went 6 miles. I tried to jog. I couldn't barely even go a quarter of a mile. So I'd have to push myself to go a quarter of a mile of the slowest jog, which some of these people that walk, especially some of these ladies that get out there, they just fly. And they're doing it over 4 miles an hour or right around there. I wasn't even jogging at 5 miles an hour, which is, whatever that, 12-minute miles. But I did push myself. So yesterday, during the week, I tried to jog a couple times. Yesterday, I was able to, of the 6 miles that I did, it took about an hour and a half, a little bit more. I pushed myself because my legs were finally feeling better. I jogged about 2 miles of that. During the last 3 miles, it was really tough to get that second mile in. I would be able to go about a tenth of a mile, which is nothing, and my heart was ripping out of my chest, and then I would walk for a quarter of a mile. Then I would run another, or jog a tenth of a mile. And I know the benefits I'm getting out of it because it is my heart rate. I wear a heart rate monitor. I like it. It just gives me feedback. I can see how my heart rate is getting up into the high 170s, and then it comes down. I know from experience that probably a month in, but each time, the first month, we get so much benefits out of exercising that the heart rate won't go up that high. But I know that it is healthy and it is helping. First week, some of the challenges I had. From a food standpoint, I didn't feel there was a lot of the challenges. With the Flex 5, you're only eating 1,100 calories a week, or excuse me, a day. That's not that much. I guarantee I was probably putting in 4,000 a day, at least. And I'm sure many of you are as well. So I'm only eating 1,100 calories, and I thought I would be starved, and I wasn't. Biggest thing, drink your water. 100 ounces a day. I know they say 64. No excuses. Drink your liquids. I got some half Arnie Palmer, half and half type drink. Fat or 0 calories or diet or whatever. I pushed that through, but a lot of water. I actually bought a lot of flavoring to start putting in the water this week, but put it down. Water does wonders of dropping. I don't care what the weight is. A pound is a pound, whether it's water weight or whether it's fat. Get it out of your body. You don't need to be carrying that. And as I mentioned, when I was exercising, that was my shins specifically really hurt. And that's where you take your time when you're walking. If you start feeling injury, stop. If you're sore, big deal, push it out. Walk the next day. Don't say I'm too sore. Walk. It'll make you feel a lot better. But if you're feeling injuries, kind of shin splints because you're trying to push it, knees, whatever, something that is different than a muscle. Food-wise, as I mentioned, I ate a lot of vegetables. Probably the most vegetables I ate in the last week. Probably, that's what I would eat in a total of a month before. But I had a lot of cauliflower, radishes, stick onions, think carrots, items that were very easy for me and I could just grab and eat, and the calories in them are very low. So it kept me down. I would have my 4 to 5, maybe 6 servings of those a day at the most. Was 6. The last couple days, I actually bought some hot peppers. It's something that I like. And within the hot peppers, fried those up in a little bit of olive oil with some garlic and put them on, say, a pizza. When you get a pizza, you got to laugh at it. It's like a little 3x5 piece of pizza, and that's your dinner. But I put these on it. You cut it up into about 8 or 9 pieces that are little bites. You really enjoy your food more on this program or when you eat smaller portions because you know that that's it. So I take my time. I can eat a whole pizza. But what they give you is like one slice. But as I said, I wasn't hungry throughout it. Sometimes your body gets into that feeling, but then you think to yourself, am I really hungry, or is that just because I'm used to grabbing something and that's what I've done, all my life? Today I start, I got the same challenges that I mentioned. Today I'm in sales. I have a lunch meeting today. So I'm going to be out at lunch. I'm going to try to do a flex lunch today. I'll really watch what I get. I'll probably get some type of chicken salad and possibly hopefully not even eat the whole thing. This Saturday I'm trying to think of some of the things over the next couple weeks. I have a golf outing that I guarantee I'm going to be drinking alcohol. But I will watch what I'm eating those days. Saturday I got a dinner planned, girlfriend's birthday, so I'll be eating there. And it's just all about making right choices and smaller portions, specifically for me. Next week I got a wedding and I got another big outing for work where I got to have a dinner. Let's see. So I got exercise, eating. Real excited today. I did start the first week I ate what they sent me in the box for the Fast 5. Just that food. I know you can mix and match, I'm sure, with your current food that you ordered with it, because it is the same things. Breakfast is kind of tough on a lot of them. Some of the bars are, you're opening it up and you're trying to pick little pieces of bar to make it last. But it's all right because I drink it with my coffee and I'll put some fat-free cream in there is what I was doing. It's fat-free half and half. So you just got to take your time. The shakes that came with the Fast 5, I got to say, were fantastic. It tastes like chocolate milk. Mixing them with water. When I used to do shakes before on anything, I would mix them with fat-free milk. But I did use the water, what they said. They were actually really good. And I will considering ordering them at some point. But today I'll have, now I can start having cheese sticks. I can start adding some more fruit. You're not eating fruit the first week. The lunches with Nutrisystem, if you want to even call it a lunch, most of them are pretty small. You're getting, think about a cup of noodles, but then half of that. But some of the food was real good. The mashed potatoes you get, it's called loaded baked potato. It comes in a little thing. Well, it's basically instant mashed potatoes with little chunks of bacon, cheese, chives, whatever the case may be. A lot of the food that comes in the sauces, the gravy, the tomato sauce, there's a lot of tomato sauce, and obviously because it is, more fat-free, there is a lot of sauce. So my vegetables, I've dipped them in there just to add something. Yesterday, I actually did cook up a bunch of peppers, hot peppers again, because it was so good, and get your metabolism rising. I cooked up a lot of peppers when I had some type of tortellini. I don't even know if it was a tortellini, but with a tomato sauce, and mixed it all together. It was fantastic. And I felt like I overate, actually, when I ate it, because there was a lot there. But find a fruit or a vegetable is what my suggestion, especially for the first week, that you like, or two, that you can sit down at night. I like radishes. They're ones you take a little bite. You're doing something with your hands, but drink the water. Lastly, this morning I did start, as I mentioned, my new food. I did have breakfast already. I had a turkey sausage egg McMuffin. I splurged this time and spent a couple extra bucks a day to get the frozen food. You don't need to do that. That being said, when I had that sandwich, it was great. I mean, just the taste was fantastic. And I'm glad that I made that. I'm going to feel a little guilty today because I think they call it 2 desserts a day. I got a whole bunch of soft pretzels with that, was on my order. And I also got a bunch of like ice cream bars and gobs. So, I mean, they're sticking you within that 150 calories, I guess. My favorite food that I had when I did this 6-7 years ago, they don't have anymore, which surprises me. It was a buffalo wing pretzels, like buffalo flavored. Oh, I loved them. But I'll get more into that. So first week, definitely a success, down 10 pounds. I'm hoping that, going forward, I'm going to continue. I can actually see it in my face as I'm talking to you guys, just a little bit, not a lot. And I did put on some work pants this morning just to see from my meeting. They did fit slightly better. But I guess I've probably been hanging around that, 10 pounds is going to help a little bit. I'm going to put I did take my measurements finally. So I will get that up there. It's not a big deal right now with the measurements. I'll probably next week do a comparison of the first 2 weeks and where I started with my measurements. From that, it's the same thing as we all are. Hey, here's what I know. My stomach's big, my neck's big, my face is round. Never used to be. So all of that, it's gradually going to come off. And I will put those out there just so you can see the progress, and hopefully you're participating, and it motivates you with your progress. There is going to be weeks that I know that I'm not going to lose anything. I'd say 1 to 2 pounds, which is where we need to stand. And that's where I'm going to come back to. I know I lost 10 the first week. I don't expect to lose anywhere near that going forward now. I am outside it. I'm hoping that I can lose somewhere close to about 3 a week, especially pushing in the exercise. If I only lose 1 to 2, so be it. That's what it is. Because this isn't just hey, I'm trying to lose weight and be out of there. I'm trying to do, what Nutrisystem is really there to help you with, portion control. And that's what they're there. And that's why we're doing it. I suggest it. The food is coming prepackaged. You don't even have to think about it. Anyone in the world could do portion control. Everyone says, oh, how easy it is. I can do this. Well, then all of a sudden that roast, that 5-pound roast comes out and you end up eating half of it. So that's what Nutrisystem, as we know, is all about. And I'll continue to do it. So you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.